Okay, so welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, and I thought that we should start, uploading more. So we're gonna be uploading more videos to the channel weekly. I'm gonna try to get some more videos out, but in the meantime, I want to talk about a subject in the tech community. This device has been the most hated piece of technology of the year. It's gotta be. And that device is the iPhone SE 2020. Now, this is an iPhone 7, as you can see. It's not the iPhone SE, but they all look the same. So we're gonna use an iPhone 7 as reference. Now, the iPhone SE 2020 edition, I have a bit of problems with this device. So we're going to start the video off telling you all the good about the phone, and then all the reasons you shouldn't buy the phone. So now let's get into the reasons you should buy the iPhone SE. Number one reason is price. $399 is a pretty affordable price for an iPhone, a brand new iPhone. And the iPhone SE checks most of the main boxes that people in this price range want. They want a good camera, they want good performance, and they want good battery life. And we'll talk about the battery life a little bit later. But let's first talk about the camera. The camera on the iPhone SE is about the same sensor as the iPhone XR. We all know the iPhone XR has a great camera, but deep down inside, the camera is basically the same as the 8. But at $399, most Android competitors don't even offer as good a camera. The only Android competitor I can see is the Google Pixel 3a, with the 4a coming out soon. But other than that, the camera, great. The performance, A13 Bionic chip, same chip or processor found in the iPhone 11. What does that mean? That means good performance. Not just good, but great. It's one of the quickest phones out there as far as performance. App loading, it's quick, okay? It even rivals the new Samsung Galaxy S20s, the Google Pixel 4, all these phones, it rivals that. Even the new OnePlus 8. 813 is a champ. Now let's talk about the battery life. The battery life is a joke. Now, listen, if you want 3 hours battery life, be my guest. But anybody living in the real world understands that 3 hours of battery life ain't gonna cut it. It ain't it. It's not it, Chief. 3 hours, that's not even a day. Not even for a light user. 3 hours? Come on. The display. Now, as I'm saying, this is kind of where things turn for the worse for this phone. And here when I start ranting on. The iPhone's SE display, okay? Still 720p. Now, listen. The iPhone XR has a 720p. The iPhone 11 has a 720p display. But 4.7 inches, okay? Very small, okay? Very small for today's standards, where we have phones pushing almost 7-inch displays. 4.7 inches is sadly small. But the problem I'm having is the bezels, okay? The bezels on this phone are a joke. Now, I understand they need to be here for the earpiece, camera, and the home button. I'll get to the home button a little bit later. But bezels, man. I haven't seen bezels this thick since in a mainstream phone in a while, okay? These bezels are huge. And here's my problem. Even the Pixel 3a has a slimmer bezels. Any phone at any price range has slimmer bezels than this phone, okay? Even budget phones, like $100 phones you buy at Walmart or something, could have slimmer bezels, okay? So, I'm not getting that at all. They could have slimmed the bezel down a little bit somewhere, but they didn't. Next, I have a problem with the innovation here. They could have gone with a different design. I'm thinking something like a mix between the XR and the 8 would be beautiful. But the problem is, see, this is an iPhone 7 and you don't even know it. It looks like the 8, looks like the SE, looks even kind of like the 6 if you want to go that far back. It can be any phone you want it to be. This could be the new SE. They have no difference, basically. That's the problem I'm having. You can't, there's no new design. They moved the Apple logo down to the middle, and that's it. And they called it a day. I have a problem with that. I have a major problem with that. They act like we're just going to buy anything. Now, I understand the price range of this device. You know, it's not really targeted to people like me who need technology and you love technology and use technology on a regular basis. But the problem I'm having is it's the same design recycled. Now, if you've seen an iFixit video, you will know that they tear down the iPhone SE and the 8 and discovered they're basically the same phone. The battery, everything else besides the chip, which is underclocked, surprisingly, but it's an underclocked A13 chip. Everything else is basically the same. The home button, the display, everything is the same as an iPhone 8, basically. Besides the chipset and some little other things. But everything else is basically the same. You're basically buying the same phone twice. Now, if you have an iPhone 7 or an 8, the SE is definitely not something you would buy. And if you're in the market for a new budget-ended phone, buy the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 is about $400. If you can get one, a good deal, maybe $350. Okay, the same price as an iPhone SE, a brand new one. And the iPhone 10 is a much better buy. It just is. Okay, you get 2 rear cameras, you get dual cameras, which is already a step up from this. You get a bigger battery, in my opinion, a way better display, an OLED. You get the 5.8 inch display, way bigger, but not too big. You're still in the, compact. You get OLED, again, bezel-less, which with the notch, but again, anything is better than these huge bezels. Come on now. And you get great performance. And you even get better build quality with the stainless steel on the side, the aluminum. All for $399. About that price in the used and refurbished market. Why would you buy this piece of junk when you could get an iPhone 10 or an Android device like the Galaxy A20 or some other devices like the Google Pixel 3a? And I know we're in America, we don't get as many like the Xiaomi phones and all the Huawei phones. We don't get those here in the States. But even in the States, we have great budget devices like the Samsung A20 and the... Okay, we're back, y'all. Ran out of storage, but we're back. Anyway, just in this video, I've been rambling. I like to ramble on about a lot of things. But the conclusion, should you buy the iPhone SE 2020 edition? Answer, it depends. Make this quick as possible. If you have an iPhone 6, 6S, and you just want a great daily driver, maybe a secondary iPhone, and you just are really budget, you can't afford the iPhone 11, and you just want the newest processor and something that works, and you want an iPhone, nothing else, for iMessage and everything, the iPhone SE is your phone. But for us living in the real world, for us who have iPhone 11s, for us who even have Galaxy S20s, and maybe even the budget-ended Galaxy A20s and whatnot, if you're coming from an older iPhone or maybe an iPhone 7 or 8 and you want something more but don't want to break the bank, this ain't it. This ain't it. I hate to say it, but this ain't it. You got the Galaxy A20. I keep mentioning that phone. A10 even offers more than this phone, in my opinion. The A10, A20, the Google Pixel 3a, even the Google Pixel 3, I'm pretty sure in the used market you can find $400 or whatnot. Even, Google Pixel 3a is still a great phone. Even its age is a great phone. So, and I would also say wait for the Google Pixel 4, which is around the corner. So, again, check the Android area out. Check what's happening in the Android side of things, because you'll be surprised. So I'm gonna wrap it up. In the next video, we'll talk about some other things, and catch you in the next one. Peace out.